I don't know. I did
Woo!
it. So
Yeah.
here, all right. So we got the mastermind idea on talking about energy with and deciding and how that drains. And I love how both Becky and Susie both put it in the chat. Like you guys must have been typing at the same time. So that's an idea. But you guys had started something at the beginning. Was there anything you wanted to finish, wrap up on? Was there, because I missed that conversation. Okay. All right. You guys don't know either. All right. Well, this is the thing, right? When you're busy making decisions, it's hard to remember what we were doing 40 minutes ago. I love it. I love it. So, energy drain while making decisions. And what is it about decisions that create that us to, just put our we're putting so much energy in, right? Why is that for you? I think it's probably a little different for each of us.
I can share right away for me because I was the one that mentioned draining energy on that because I think, and I didn't even think about this until you read the question that we wrote, but decision making in energy for me is like, I don't know, I feel maybe it's kind of like I think there's something around feeling like you can't change your mind in a decision for me, like it's concrete. I've decided the thing because commitment is a huge thing for me. So in who I am, like integrity, commitment, like trusting the things that we say yes to, showing up for it. So when I make a decision that doesn't only involve me, it involves other people, like I take that to a high standard. So making like foundational decisions is draining for me because I get overwhelmed with like, what if we need to change that? Or what if it doesn't, what if it isn't what we think it is, or, whatever that is. But there's something around like who I am with commitment that, sometimes holds me back from saying yes and making a decision because I feel like I can't change it or pivot it, right? But then we have choices that we can make in the decision. So that was my first thought.
I love that because as you were saying it, I really feel that for you because you are so loyal and committed. And it really made me think about how I can see that for you. And like for me, I think sometimes I'm like an overthinker. So like I'll think about it, but I wonder if some of it isn't the same reason. I never really thought of it being because, oh, once I commit, then like I'm a committer too, right? So I'll overthink it, and that's draining. Like that takes a lot of energy. And Susie, yeah, what do you want to add?
I love this conversation and I love knowing differences and that differences make us stronger. Because as Beck was talking, I was like, oh man, I'm so energized by this conversation because of the possibilities and because of all of that, but also because it can change and we can go with the flow. And I love commitment. I love Becky's level of commitment. I love that level of commitment that I see around me. And being able to know that like I'm committed to the best, and in my mind that could be like it's all over the place. And so I love that, drawing out that concrete to say, okay, these things need to be known and decided, and how are we going to get there, and then being able to add like my thoughts, like it's amazing to know that we're all meant to be different to draw out the best of each other, and the difference in deciding. And Foxy just wrote, we have an amount of energy every day. When we are deciding new things, it takes more energy than doing something that we've already decided. And that brought me back to Steve Jobs and President Obama and like a few other people that they always, like President Obama always wore a navy blue suit, because then he wouldn't need to decide. Steve Jobs always wore blue jeans and a black turtleneck, because then he wouldn't decide, because it was one decision that they wouldn't need to make so that they could focus on the things that they needed to make. So I decided one year that I would wear only black. Like my whole entire closet for work was only black. Foxy, I love you. And because then I didn't need all that I needed to decide was which like form of it did I want to wear and what jewelry did
I
I
think
want
I
to
would
wear
make
with
a
it.
different decision. I'd be like, Mondays I'm wearing this, Tuesdays
Yeah.
I'm wearing this, but I would
Yeah.
not be all one color.
Totally. It was, but like my business was, it was one of the best times in business. Like as I look back at it, when I didn't need to waste my energy on deciding what to wear.
And that's what I was gonna say too, like when you were talking about getting excited and I saw Foxy's thing, like for me, like I get excited too, but then the excitement is what drains me because
Yeah.
I also need to refuel.
Yeah.
So trying to like maintain my level of excitement so I'm not putting my energy into the physical part of being excited. And that because that will drain me, and then I don't have the energy I need to really think and make decisions. And I think that's when I'm overthinking, that's what's happening. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, that's more about that. So
Yeah.
that's really interesting. Huh. Gosh. Well, it's good to know that we are stronger together for sure. So here's my little dilemmas that Suzanne's going to need her computer for her 4 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
So, would one of you be willing to continue to, and I'll stop
Sure
this
thing.
recording.
I will.